Greetings again, fellow weebs, fellow otakus, to another video. This video I'm going to be talking more about Junji Ito's new entry to the anime world, and that is the Uzumaki anime, which is coming out pretty soon here. It's going to be dropping on September 28th, and that is pretty soon. That's roughly about a month from now, so I'm pretty excited for that because I'm a huge fan of Junji Ito. I mean, who isn't? So in this video, I did want to go over the Uzumaki anime adaptation and just give my own personal thoughts and how I feel it might turn out, and you know, if it's going to be a faithful adaptation. I mean, I'm not too concerned about that. From what we've seen, it looks pretty damn good. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it looks very, very good, very faithful in terms of the art style and everything, like way better and leagues beyond the previous anime, you know, versions of Junji Ito stories that we've gotten. So anyway guys, enough rambling, let's get straight into the first point. So I've been hearing rumors, because it's not confirmed yet, what the runtime is gonna be for each episode. As of right now, I've, you know, browsed around a bit, and I'm hearing people say 22 minutes. Now, I personally take these comments as a grain of salt, because obviously we don't have any viable evidence right now or proof, and there's no official word how long the episodes are going to be. We do know that there's going to be 4 episodes. However, the length is undetermined, so these episodes could run for up to an hour. Personally, I feel that the episodes are going to be 45 minutes minimum, maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. If they are 22 minutes, then that is slightly concerning in my opinion. They may still be able to fit most of the major, you know, the major content, the major stories that people look at. For example, the girl with the, you know, spiral face, like those kind of stories, the ones that people remember the most. But I think the smaller stories that aren't as remembered, you know, the more low-key ones, might simply tossed out. But if we have a 45-minute runtime to an hour, then I think that's pretty ample to cover the entirety of the anime. They may have to combine some of the stories with one another. I think this was also mentioned in an article that I read. Some of the stories are gonna be kind of like reformatted, or like, you know, mix them around a little bit to make them flow better with each other. So there's gonna be some differences, of course, from the manga, but hopefully we get all the stories. That's my main concern above anything. The next thing I do want to mention is that it's been pretty much 5 years in the making for this manga. 5 years, like that's crazy. You know, that just boggles my mind. Like the time kind of flew by at the same time. But so again, this kind of, you know, leans into me not being too worried about it being faithful or not to the manga. I think they, you know, actually put in the work here. I mean, 5 years kind of speaks for itself, and the quality they've shown so far in the trailers, it's looking pretty absolutely, you know, it's banger, man. I don't know what to say, you know. I also want to note that just recently they came out with a list of the voice actors that are going to be playing each role for the characters. From what I've seen, it's a pretty solid lineup. I don't really have a problem with most of the voice actors, like in Japanese media, like anime and stuff. Like all of the voice acting that I've heard in anime is pretty top notch. You know, I have no problems with it, so I'm not too concerned about this. But it is still nice to see, because some of the, you know, some of the voice actors I'm familiar with from other anime, you know, they're pretty well known. So again, once again, nice to see that. Something we don't really have to be worried about, but I just wanted to point it out. So adding on to that, I do believe that some stories will be reworked. Some of them will be like combined together, you know, to make them into one story, but hopefully we're able to see all of the stories in some shape or form. I personally think the anime is in good hands, and from what I've seen from the team and, like, you know, other information, news sources that I've seen online, they have put a lot of work into this anime adaptation, and they delayed it numerous times because they were not satisfied with the final product, and they wanted to put more work into it because they know it's something the fans are looking forward to. You can tell that these people actually care, you know, they actually care about what they're producing, and they want to put out a final product that they are proud of. But yeah guys, look forward to the Uzumaki anime adaptation that will be dropping on September 28th, and it's going to be all 4 episodes dropped at once, so you guys can binge that shit. When the time comes, I will be reviewing the anime. I'm going to make a special case for it. I don't normally review anime on here, but I do want to make at least some kind of a video on it and discuss it. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in guys in this video. Hopefully you found some useful information that I was able to share that you didn't know about, or if you just found the video entertaining, please leave a like or comment. But aside from that, this is your host Rich Taku, and I'll be signing off.